Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you, and see again I am back in lecture number 2 to teach you about the natural resources, about the forest and then wildlife. So about the forest we have only last topic is there to taught, that is the conservation of forest. Then after we will start the wildlife resources. So just go through the conservation of forest. Now we know that nowadays our forest cover is slowly getting reduced as trees and are being cut in a large number of fulfills our needs. Exactly, the trees are there nowadays. It's just going to just cut in a large number to fulfill only our needs, to fulfill the person needs. Like suppose in some places the trees are cut to make some buildings, big buildings, some bungalows, some factories. So this is what that is our needs, but it is very bad. If we can get, if the plants can cut and it can be reduced in a large number to fulfill our needs, then that process is called deforestation. Deforestations lead to many problems. If deforestation is there, then it gets many problems. Like suppose if one tree is, like in one big areas forest trees are there, if that trees will cut, then we can get many problems. Like it leads to soil getting washed away, to floods and to the landslides. Then this is less rain, there is less rainfall, and also the less oxygen, because we know that we get oxygen from the plant. So if we can cut the plant, if we can cut the trees, then we can get a less oxygen in the air for the breathing. So first problem is there. If we can cut the trees, then due to the deforestations, that we can get we can get less oxygens. Second is many birds, many animals and peoples lose their homes when the forests are cut down. The second problem, the second deforestation is there, that which get many problems, that the birds, it also depends on the trees. They just make their homes in trees, and then they just live there. Then people are also there, birds are also there, animals are there. They also become homeless once the trees or forest will cut down. Third is we should not cut the trees. Exactly, for that, for save the trees, oxygens, because air is very important, oxygen is very important. For save our life, we should not cut the trees. We should make efforts to conserve forest by planting more trees. Now we should make and we should conserve the person. We should just conserve, it means like to use a little of something as possible so that it lasts for a long time. So we should just motivate the persons that to not cut the trees, just to planting more trees, so that it gives us a lots of things like the oxygens. It's very important for our life. So if we can planting more trees, then our life will again become safe. Then for that, the government also has launched some program to to plant the trees, so that the areas and the air is getting the fresh air, so that we can get the breathe. So for that, the government has launched many programs to plant trees, such as the social forestry program. This is the one program which government has made. In these programs, we can just grow a plant so that there is no any deforestations. Then Van Mahotsav is also theirs, and we should also encourage the teach children in school to plant the trees. And we have to say that plants is very important. It provides us a lots of things, so we should just save them, do not cut them. Now today's last topic is about the wildlife resources. India has a large variety of wildlife. Wildlife means wild animals are there. However, animals are being hunted and killed in the large numbers of human beings. Exactly, nowadays is what the animals are being hunted and it is killed in the large number of numbers by the human beings. The human beings are just going to just being to kill the animals because of their needs, like because for the animal's skin, for the fur, horn and tusk. So in order to protect wildlife, so we have to protect the wildlife and the animals also. So the certain forests are protected by the government. So that's why some certain forests are there which is in protection of the government, so that nobody will kill the germs for their uses. So these are known as forest reserves or wildlife sanctuaries. So these all are called what? Forest reserves or forest or wildlife sanctuaries. Now at present days there are 500, you can underline it, there are 514 wildlife sanctuaries, 39 tigers reserve, 100 national parks, 21 bird sanctuaries in India. So we have seen nowadays we have 514 wildlife sanctuaries, 39 tigers reserves are there, 100 natural parks is there, and 21 bird sanctuaries in India. Some of the famous wildlife sanctuaries are, so it's important see that here map is also there, bird sanctuaries, national sanctuaries, then biosphere reserve, biosphere reserve. So with the help of index and map you can read the maps. So see, some important wildlife sanctuaries are the Sundarbans, it is in West Bengal. These all are is very important. So please underline it that Sundarbans, it is in West Bengal. Corbett, it is in Uttar Pradesh. Kaziranga and Manas in Assam. Badipur in Karnataka. Kanha in Madhya Pradesh. Periyar in Gujarat. Gir in Gujarat. And Sariska, Ranthambore and Kilodar, Ghana in Rajasthan. Many animals such as lion, tigers, leopards, rhinoceros, elephants, nilgai, chinkara and monkeys are found in these sanctuaries. So in these all the sanctuaries we can find the different types of animals also. So here animals live in their natural habitat, and no one is allowed to disturb, hunt or kill them, because it is in protection of government. The sanctuaries are there, wild protection is there, so the government has protected these all animals. So that's why that no person can go, and they will not allow to disturb, hunt or the kill animals in the sanctuaries. So your chapter is completed. I hope you guys had understood the chapter. See, map is also there. We can see that where is the all wildlife sanctuaries. Once the online class will over, please read this map carefully, and you can find the many things are there which is in this world. So let's do the exercises. New words is there. You can write down new words from the book. So go through the exercise. Now first number, fill in the blanks. Natural resources can be divided into dash and dash resources. Today also I have explained that natural resources are divided into two resources, exhaustible and inexhaustible. Then spelling is exhaustible, exhaustible. Inexhaustible you can add in and then you can write the exhaustible spelling like that, inexhaustible. Second is B number. Deciduous forests are also known as dash forest. Then deciduous forests are also known as monsoon forest. Then write down the spelling, MONSOON, monsoon. C number. Thorny forests have very few trees. Then no need to say the spelling, but I am just going to tell you. So trees spelling is TREES, trees. D number. Coniferous forests have tall dash shaped trees. Then cone shaped trees. Cone shaped trees. E number. Deforestation causes dash and landslides. Then deforestation causes floods and landslides. Flood spelling FLOODS, floods. Question number 2, 3 and 4 that I will upload on the website of Hartford International School. You can go and you can check the homework there, because no time is there, the time is going to up, so it's time to close the online class. Again I will back to teach you the next chapter. If you can do, then you can complete it, and then you can match from the link. Tell that thank you and have a nice day. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.